it is such an honor that here on my first visit as one of the new vice presidents at the Ford Foundation, I would get to share this day with you, Professor. And I just want to say on behalf of the foundation, you know, the arts and culture have been a very central priority for the Ford Foundation for all of our history as an institution, including our work and our history in Africa. And we believe very, very strongly that artists are the forefront of social justice and social change, and that no society can be a free and a just society without freedom of expression and the things that artists see and represent. So we are so honored to be a small part of helping to produce this book about your work. And I would say, from my very brief acquaintance with you, I have learned several things about you. One is obviously that you are an artist of great distinction. Your work is so powerful. But two other things I would like to say. You are also just an inspiration to all of us, that at this stage in life you are creating and producing and seeing the kinds of things that you are doing. May we all live the kinds of lives that you have modeled. And then since coming to Africa, I have heard a saying that there are two kinds of artists. There are artists who speak about themselves and their work, and there are artists who dedicate themselves to mentoring younger artists who come along behind them. And it is clear that you are that second kind of artist. And
the presented voluminous curriculum of the artist terminates the content of the book. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will begin my review with the shape of this book. The book, as one can see, has an ambitiously monumental size within its solid rectangulated hardcover and impressively looking binding. The design of the book shows highly simplified aesthetic visual facility with its calm calligraphy and ornamental golden front cover. As already outlined, one cannot but conclude that this book is not from an ordinary man. This is saying that no ordinary book, therefore no ordinary man or professional, can attract the caliber of people who have given their rather hieratic, cleansing, support or approval for the publication of this book. I am talking about the President of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who wrote the foreword. On all artists, people of culture, and cultured people, as well as the promising future of the Nigerian state. It is a book on and off life. It is here strongly recommended, very passionately and accordingly. And this is the end.
I acknowledge the quality of this book. I think this book is probably the definitive work on Bruce Onobrakpeya. It is a beautiful production, and it's very important that if you are publishing the works of an artist, they must be of quality which does justice to those works. I think we can safely say that this is the definitive work on Bruce Onobrakpeya. It is a superb production. The reproductions are just amazing. They're just beautiful.
As I mentioned in my contribution to this book, Bruce has been of particular inspiration to me, to us. And it is not just a question of Urobo Paraku. It's just that he has taught us what we ought to know about the Urobos. He has made us very proud that in Urobo mythology, if you like, there are very deep ideas buried in beliefs and so on and so forth that people don't usually like to talk about. People are very reluctant to discuss matters like enemy, which is something to do with the ancestors and the spirits But when you see it, when you see this kind of ideas expressed in beautiful paintings, then you can look at the painting and reflect on what these things mean.
I want to once again welcome you to the Ford Foundation for this occasion, this auspicious occasion that we are hosting today. It is indeed a rare joy and pleasure to be able to represent the foundation in this event. A lot of times people say that Nigeria does not have institutions. I think we have one that we are honoring today as a Nigerian institution right with us. Prof believes in lifelong learning. He is learning every day. And what's more, he is teaching every day. So every occasion I have to interact with Prof is always memorable. So by some twist of fate, I'm really pleased to be the one here today representing the Ford Foundation at this book launch. One other thing I need to mention is that we are really having a feast of artistic fruit, I suppose. Out there you've seen another volume, Tour de Force, Artists of Nigeria, which I think also has been put together with the help of Ngozi and DARC. And today we have yet another gift, I guess, to this country, to this continent. That is the work of our own very distinguished professor who is here with us. Therefore, without much ado, let me officially launch this wonderful book, Onobrakpeya, Masks of the Flaming Arrows, on this day, in this place. It's my great honor to do that. Thank you very much.
I thank everyone who has contributed to give me this great joy. The prime motivation for my creating artworks is seeing them documented and assembled in the book form. The Mask of the Flaming Arrows received the blessing of President and Commander-in-Chief Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. He graciously accepted to write the foreword. The preface was written by Emeritus Prof. Ebigberi Joe Alagwa, a recipient of the National Merit Award. Both endorsements have given assurance to our artists and the entire country that the art we create is relevant and indeed contributing to the development of the country. Ford Foundation has to be commended, not only for the sponsorship of this book, but also for their efforts to make life more meaningful in the activities across Nigeria. In particular, we are grateful for their continued development of art and culture. Ford Foundation partnership with the Hamatan Workshop Series, initiated 17 years ago, has helped to raise the standard of art in Nigeria and the West African sub-region, also generating global awareness. Professor Dele Jegede edited and supervised the production of the book across 3 continents of Africa, Europe, and North America, from Ohio in the United States to the printing in Milan, Italy. His essay introduced the book. I appreciate his contribution as well as those of other scholars, Professors David Okpako, Osai Egonwa, John Egberia, Franco Gilmore, Dr. Pato Yedola, Late Galileo Dutokun, Dr. Olagule Filadi, and Dr. Basil Namdi. My gratitude to artists and everyone who has come to honor this occasion. It is my fervent hope that the book, Mask of the Flaming Arrows, will help in the appreciation of the work, not only the ones I produce, but also the works that other artists produce in the country. I thank you very much for listening.